Grimora.
When Daniel Reyes bought the lakeside house, he checked the floor plan 3 times. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 storage attic, no guest room. The house sat alone near Blackmere Lake, surrounded by pine trees that swallowed most outside noise. It wasn't old, built in the early 90s. Clean structure, solid wood, no history of tragedy. Daniel liked practical spaces. He moved in alone. The first week was quiet. The second week, he noticed the door. It was at the end of the upstairs hallway, white, plain, no handle, just a smooth surface with faint wood grain. He assumed he hadn't paid attention during inspection. He touched it. The surface felt cool. There was no hinge visible on either side, no frame seam. It looked pressed into the wall rather than installed. He stepped back and checked the hallway again. His bedroom on the left, bathroom on the right, storage closet midway down, then this at the end. He told himself renovations sometimes cover original structures. Still, he pulled up the blueprint file on his tablet. No extra room, no hidden extension, just a wall. That night, he dreamed of knocking. Not loud, just 3 gentle taps. When he woke, he heard it again, from the hallway. 3 taps. Knock, knock, knock. He sat up, listened. Silence. He walked to the door and opened his bedroom. The hallway light was off. The white door stood at the end, faintly illuminated by moonlight from a window behind him. He walked toward it. Each step felt heavier the closer he got. He raised his hand and knocked 3 times. Nothing answered. He pressed his palm flat against the surface. The wall was warmer now. He leaned closer and heard breathing, slow, measured, from the other side. He pulled back immediately. "This isn't real," he whispered. He stepped back into his bedroom, locked the door. The next morning, the white door was gone. The hallway ended in a normal wall, flat, painted, no seam. He stood there for a full minute, touched it, solid drywall. He almost convinced himself it had been a dream, until that evening. He was making dinner when he heard footsteps upstairs, slow, walking from one side of the hallway to the other. He froze. The house alarm system was active, no breach notification. The footsteps stopped directly over him. Then, knock, 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 from the ceiling, directly over the kitchen. He dropped the knife he was holding. The knocking came again, 3 precise taps. He grabbed a flashlight and rushed upstairs. The hallway was empty. The white door stood at the end again, this time slightly open, just a crack. Warm yellow light leaked from inside. He didn't remember installing any light source there. The door creaked slowly wider on its own. The room inside looked ordinary. A guest bedroom, made bed, neutral sheets, nightstand, lamp glowing softly, window with curtains drawn. It looked clean, recently used. His stomach tightened. He stepped inside. The air felt slightly warmer than the rest of the house. The bed was neatly tucked, but on the pillow, an indentation, as if someone had just lifted their head. He turned slowly. The hallway behind him looked darker than before. The white door closed gently. No slam, just final. He grabbed the handle. There was one now. It wouldn't turn. He was locked in. The lamp flickered once, then steadied. A whisper came from behind him. "You finally came in." His heart slammed. He spun around. No one visible, but the indentation on the pillow deepened, as if someone invisible lay back down. The mattress dipped. Slowly, the air grew colder. "You never checked this room." The voice was calm, almost conversational. "I don't have this room," said Daniel. "You do." The closet door creaked open. Inside hung clothes, men's shirts, jeans, shoes lined neatly below. His clothes, not the ones he wore now, older styles, different sizes, different wear. A mirror inside the closet reflected him, but something was off. The reflection didn't match his breathing. It stood slightly straighter, smiling faintly. He was not smiling. The reflection lifted its hand, waved once. The real Daniel stepped back. The reflection did not. It stepped forward, out of the mirror. The glass didn't shatter, it rippled, and the other Daniel walked into the room. Same face, same build, but eyes slightly darker, slightly hollow. "You left," said the other one. "I never lived here." "You did." The room shifted subtly. The walls felt closer. The lamplight dimmed. "You just don't remember." Images flashed in Daniel's mind, small moments, him standing in this same room months ago, unpacking boxes, sitting on that bed, staring at the lake outside, alone, lonely. The other Daniel stepped closer. "You built this room." The air tightened. "For the nights you couldn't sleep." The memory hit harder. He remembered measuring this wall, adding extension panels, closing off part of the hallway, creating a space that wasn't on record, a place to sit when he felt unconnected, a place no one else would know about. He had stopped using it, blocked it from memory. The other Daniel tilted his head. "You locked me in here." The lamp burst off. Darkness. The mattress dipped again. Something cold brushed his arm. The door behind him rattled. Knock, 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 but this time from the outside. He turned. The hallway voice whispered through the door, "Let me back in." His breathing went uneven. The room version of him moved closer. "You can't live split forever." The walls began pressing inward, slowly. The lake outside the window darkened unnaturally fast. The closet mirror rippled again. The outside knocking grew louder. The room Daniel reached for the door. The inside Daniel grabbed his wrist. Cold, firm. "Choose." The knocking became violent. 3 repeated strikes over and over. The house trembled. He yanked free and threw himself at the mirror instead. The glass rippled and swallowed him whole. He fell through cold emptiness and hit hardwood floor. He gasped. He was in his hallway, normal, no extra door, no light, just plain drywall at the end. Silence. His chest heaved. He touched the wall, solid, flat, no seam. He laughed once, half relief, half disbelief. He went downstairs, sat on the couch, didn't turn on lights, just listened. The house remained still. Minutes passed. Then, upstairs, at the end of the hallway, a new sound. Soft, measured, footsteps, followed by 3 gentle taps. Knock, knock, knock. But this time, he didn't move, because he understood something now. He hadn't escaped the room. He had switched places.
Upstairs, in a guest bedroom that wasn't on any blueprint, someone who looked exactly like him was standing at the door, knocking, trying to get out.